proudly presents One Ocean.
One Ocean is a completely brand new show. It brings a lot of new elements to the stadium and to the audience.
The great thing is everyone thinks it looks easy, and that's great, but it's really a lot of hard work and a lot of collaboration, a lot of back and forth.
We all have to come together, everybody from all different disciplines. Animal trainers come to the table, and directors, costume designers, and set decorators. We all have to come together at one table and respect each other's expertise and actually contribute to each other's expertise.
Designing One Ocean was a big challenge because you've got these magnificent creatures that you're trying to get the audience to focus on. The goal was to create a really beautiful environment that enhanced and showed off the whales. There's a number of waterfalls and also new fountains that are being worked into the design. This is half of the wave wall that splits the whale tail in the center of the stage. The idea is that it has different thicknesses and textures of the mesh and also the acrylics, and so that it has the sort of quality that the ocean takes on. Over here is, this is the production line for the Sea of Life creatures. These are the smaller creatures. We have some creatures that are about 8 to 10 feet long too in the set, so it's pretty cool. One of the things that wanted to be brought forward was this sense of majesty and awe of Shamu. And one of the colors that I personally associate with royalty is this really beautiful regal purple color. Purple has become the underlying component color. It's sort of like strength and dignity and royalty. And so it's the underlying color that's in everything in the set. I think it's really beautiful.
You know, for an animal trainer, a wetsuit is just part of our job. So for us, it's really about functionality.
They shared with me the initial concept, which was that they're media walls, all the images that are going to be projected. And there were beautiful images of water and sunsets and all these great textures. So I took all of that and the color palette from it and tried to instill it into this one particular design.
She came up with this beautiful silhouette, this beautiful design in this sort of blues and purples with a gorgeous sort of whale tail silhouette on the chest of the trainer's cover-ups.
The integration of the whales and the fountains within the set and then the trainers, it's quite complicated.
We're using all these aquatography, if you will, to introduce to the whales to be able to dance and play within the water.
Show, we really want to show the audience some of what we see every day when we're interacting with these whales. They do really interact with each other and teach each other. We spend a whole lot of time just looking at the whales, watching them interact with one another, and there are actually segments of this show that are dedicated to trying to show the audience just how much we're inspired by them. There's a general philosophy here. They show us what they'd like. All of our training is based on positive reinforcements. We have a ton of ways that we can reinforce the animals. Even just rubbing them down, we can apply it in so many different ways. We have toys that we give them. We may play with them with ice. I mean, I could stand here for an hour and talk to you about all of the different ways we reward them.
It's absolutely amazing to be able to see how they work with the whales. It's truly awe-inspiring. Today we are recording our music for One Ocean. To finally hear the music come to life with all of the full orchestra, with the runs of the strings, with the passion that they're playing with. It really just brings all the emotion and the passion of the music that we built into this to the audience. Once the mixing process is done, that's when it will be turned over to us, and that's when we can actually start using that music for our rehearsals. Where we are right now with the music, we've got all the orchestra laid down on tracks. We also laid down all of our backup vocals. At the end of the bridge, there's a big accent before we get back into our chorus.
What they've given us so far is a very rough cut of the music. And as animal trainers, we've been kind of playing it in our cars and listening to it in the locker room and getting a feel for the music. And we visualize what behaviors might match the music. We don't want to keep all of this to ourselves. We want to be able to share it. We want to impact everybody who comes into the stadium. We want them to be changed when they leave. We want them to know more about killer whales and care more about all of the oceans and all of the animals that we share this planet with.
The show is really a big celebration of this wondrous world of the ocean.
That one educational aspect that people would walk away from this show would be caring for our animal population and the natural environment.
It's kind of full spectrum, kind of like life is.
Making a connection, sharing it all, side by side.